Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So Microsoft has officially discontinued support for Visual Studio on Mac. So if you are a developer who has just switched from Windows to Mac and have already started missing the powerful features of Visual Studio 2022, then this video is for you. So in today's video, I am going to show you how to set up your VS Code on your Mac to feel just like Microsoft Visual Studio. So let's bridge that gap and make our coding experience on Mac as seamless as possible.
So first, let's install the Visual Studio Code. Head over to code.visualstudio.com and download the VS Code for macOS. Once the download is complete, install it just like any other app. To start, let's install a few essential extensions to make VS Code feel more like Visual Studio. First one is a C# extension. This is a must-have for .NET development. It gives you intelligence, debugging, and all the C# features you know and love from Visual Studio. You can read the description mentioned for this extension and you will find how helpful this is. Next up is the Visual Studio IntelliCode. This brings AI-assisted intelligence right into your VS Code, just like Visual Studio 2022. Let's make VS Code look familiar by applying the Visual Studio 2022 theme. Search for Visual Studio theme and install the one that fits your style. Next, let's make the shortcuts work like Visual Studio. Install the Visual Studio Key Map extension. This ensures that shortcuts like Ctrl-K plus Ctrl-C for commenting or F5 for debugging work exactly the way as they do in Visual Studio. Next up is installing the .NET SDK, which is perhaps the most important part of the video. You can check if you already have the SDK installed on your machine. Head over to the terminal to check if you already have the .NET SDK. Just type .NET ---- version. If you get a version, that means you already have the .NET SDK installed. Otherwise, you will have to download it now. Head over to this link, download and install the .NET SDK for your Mac machine. Once done, you can again go to the terminal and type these commands: .NET ---- version, .NET --info to verify your installation. I highly suggest that you restart your machine after installing the .NET SDK so that the .NET SDK comes into effect. Once restarted, open the VS Code and let's create a new console application to check how it feels and what is missing. If you look at the structure of your project, you will see we have got this program.cs file. Then we have the bin and obj folders. Here is the NuGet dependencies. We have a project asset JSON file and the very own CS_proj file. Then we have got this program.cs file. Starting from .NET 6, Microsoft added this concept of top-level statement format, which removes the need for main method. If you prefer the traditional main method, you can still explicitly define it. The compiler supports both approaches.
Now let's try to run and debug our application. Just hit F5 on your machine or the function key with F5 and add a breakpoint on line number 2. You should now see the breakpoint hitting at this place and the output comes in your console.
And that's it. So now you have transformed your VS Code into a powerful coding environment. If you found this video helpful or relatable, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more tech and dev related content. And let me know in the comments if there is anything you would like to see next. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.